So hi guys, I am Prince Sharma. As you know from my previous courses, or if you just bought this course or just enrolled in this course, then you can know me from now on. I'm Prince Sharma and I'm a bug bounty hunter, content creator, security analyst, and mainly a friendly mentor. Most of my life I loved chemistry and I was a chemistry student. Then I dropped out of college, then started learning hacking. And now it's been a 4 to 5 year since I am learning hacking, and I also started teaching about Burp suit and other things related to bug bounty. And I wanna say I love Burp suit. Burp suit is one of my favorite tools, and I have a YouTube channel. I will share the link. Sometime I do live streams there. If you are active there, if you active on Telegram, you may know that I do some live streams. I teach something that I wanna love, that I wanna say to people or teach to people related to Bobsuit. Mostly everything that I do is related to Bobsuit, and you will be my Bobsuit ninja. So after this course or after any of my courses, like in the previous course, you may have learned about the Bobsuit beginner to intermediate. In this one, you will learn intermediate to advanced. So you will be my Bobsuit ninja. You will learn about the more focused functions of Bobsuit, and yeah, that's all about this course. I have worked in many companies and many government projects, and yeah, and what you can come to me for, you can come to me for cybersecurity advice. If you wanna ask something. I don't use social media too much nowadays, but still you can ask me. That's because of some detox that I was going through. And Bobsuit tips, I may have some new Bobsuit tips, or I can copy from someone. So if you want to ask something related to Bobsuit, that you are trying to do something and you can't do that, you can ask me that about. Also, I love cats, so I may have some silly cat photos. And also, I'm on Twitter, and I have got, I think, nearly 6K family there. Thanks for all of your love and all of the fame that you guys are giving. I don't really deserve that much, but still, you gave me too much love for that. I'm active on Twitter and Telegram mostly. I'm not active on Instagram, but I will try to if there is students on Instagram. So I will try, but most of time I am active on Twitter and Telegram. So if you wanna reach to me, you can just go into my Twitter username and Telegram username, and then you can drop a DM there. It can be anything. So I love to have chats with uh, fellow researchers and bug bounty hunters. So that's not a problem. A great thumbs up for this course. Let's learn something new, or let's have a fun learning. Thank you. So this video is about how this course gonna be and what you will learn in this course. So first of all, there will be a boring section about my intro. I will tell you about my who am I, and then what this course is related to, and about this course, and then future updates and help, how you can get help from me. And there will be, if there will be a live classes, then that will be added to this section. Then there will be an Android part that will be around to do Genymotion, Frida, and these things. And then there will be an iOS part. In that, we will be learning about iOS pen testing with help of Bobsuit. We will set up an iOS environment and try to do some things with iOS. And then we will learn about macros that we left in the previous course of Bobsuit V1. You can say version 1. And then will we have a plugin part, the plugins that I couldn't explain in the first course. Then there will be a feature part, the features that Bobsuit recently released or that I left in that previous course. So that's all about this course and how this course gonna be. So that's all. And if you want me to add something in this course after making all of this content, you can just directly DM to any of my any of platform that I use, like Twitter or Telegram. Just DM me there. Tell me the subject that you want to learn. Like if you want to learn about something related to Bobsuit or something not related to Bobsuit, I will confirm that I can make a course on that or video on that, or add in this course if that is related to Bobsuit, or in previous course if that's a beginner friendly content. So that will be about this course. Thank you. So related to live and help. So if there will be a live practical or live class related to this course or previous course, then that will be streamed on this YouTube channel, that is Cybersec Village. I will share the link into description of this course, and you can ping me about something. And if there are people commenting on something similar, I will try to make or try to explain that content in live. Okay, and live content will be free for everyone. It's not about like it will be paid. It will be free for everyone, so it will be shared on YouTube only. So don't hesitate to just like, if you have gotten this course by a coupon code, or if you bought this code on the highest price, don't worry about that. You have the same rights to ask me about a live session. I will try to make a live classes on basis of what I can teach to you. So that will be about live classes. And I have already told you about my Twitter and Telegram that you can use for the help. Thank you. So hi guys, welcome to the iOS part of this course. So basically I can say Bubsuit love iOS because it's too easy to use Bubsuit with iOS. There's no it's a hype thing. Like iOS pen testing is the hype thing because the iOS products are too costly and everyone don't have that. Basically I don't have any of iOS product currently. That's why I think that's a more generally hype thing in the community. The people who do that and how the people do that. So it's a hype thing. But Bubsuit loves iOS, and it will be so fucking easy for you to set up your iOS environment with Bubsuit. So let's get into it. So basically, I can tell you it's too hard to make PPTs without cat memes because it's boring topics, and all day I can't just make the PPTs with all the text. So pardon me for that this thing, and I think you will love it if you are a cat fan. Okay, no hate to the dog lovers; they are also cool. I have a dog. So iOS, how iOS work and how iOS operating system architecture is. So if you learn the architecture of the iOS thing, that will be helpful for you in learning about the iOS pen testing and these things. iOS is a mobile operating system that is developed by Apple. It's everything related to Apple. Okay. So let me tell you that architecture have a core OS, then core services, media layer, and a Cocoa touch. So how things work at core OS layer. So all the iOS technologies are built under the lowest layer, Core OS. These technologies include Bluetooth, external accessories, accelerate frameworks, security services, and local authorizations. Then layer, address book, cloud, core data, core foundation, core location, motion, foundation, health kit, home kit, framework, social kit framework, and then a media layer that is UL kit graphic, core graphic framework, core animations, media player, AV kit, OpenAL, core images, and GL kit. And then there is a Cocoa touch. Cocoa touch is also known as a application layer that acts as an interface to the user to the work with the iOS operating system. It supports touch and the motion events and many more features. And it's basically event kit framework, game kit framework, map kit, and push kit. So the features of there are many features with the iOS. We are not generally considering these points as we don't need them. But if you want to learn about the architecture of iOS for your further research, You should learn this. I have already did it about all these things, and if you want to do that, that will be a lot, that will help a lot in the future. But I'm not gonna explain you all this tech, because this is not gonna something that we need in this particular course. So thank you. So requirement for the iOS part. So for the iOS part, you need iPhone, that is optional, Linux, that is also optional, Bob suit, that is requirement, because it's a Bob suit course. If you don't have Bob suit, then it's like you are making a pudding without rice and milk. And then Corellium, and then Frida. So what's basically Corellium? Corellium is also optional. If you have iPhone, then you don't need Corellium. But if you don't have iPhone, then Corellium is a requirement. And then we will need Frida. Okay. So basically, why I'm saying Corellium and iPhone, why not both of these, and how these are different from one and each other, and why I can compare iPhone to a website. So basically, why people buy an Android based phone? There are many things, but why people buy iPhone? So let me tell you something about, if you don't have iPhone, I also don't have that. So we will be using Corellium. Don't worry about that. That I don't have an iPhone, so I can't teach you about iOS pen testing. I will get an iPhone down rented and will try to jailbreak that. Okay, so don't worry about that. This is a Corellium website, and how that this works is, they are virtual device with real-time accuracy. How this platform is working like this. They like this one. So they have a iOS emulator on their website. You can just log in to their website and set up a any type of iOS. I will teach this in the next videos. iOS, any type of iPhone, and then you can choose if this is jailbroken or not jailbroken. If you want to change their bootloader and something, there are many options in that. Okay, and then you can have this similar type of the interface where you can command this from the console. You can use Frida inbuilt in their website. You can use the VPN, like it's basically an emulator on a remote server that you can use with the help of OpenVPN. You just have to set up your OpenVPN, and then you can connect it with your Bob suit. So you can use this as a physical device. All of the function will work, remaining that some function that are like Apple App Store and these things that won't work on this one. But there are a lot of things that you can do on this one when you don't have iPhone. Okay, even if you have iPhone, Corellium is much better platform to do iOS testing, because it give you too many options for that. Okay, so this is something. They also provide, I think, iOS and Android. Let me check here. Technologies they work with Charm. Work devices. Let me check your available devices. They have built in iPhone 6 to iPhone 13, iOS 10 to iOS 15, Android 7 to 12, and all of the models. They have 2 core, 6 core, 12 core, and many other cores devices. Also, uh, their pricing are too low, regardless of how costly iOS is. So you can just sign up for them. It's not that high. If you want to use not this one, you can just go for the anyone, request a free trial, and you will get a free trial of 7 days. After that, you can log into their website. Also, you can choose pay what you use. Like it's like you will be charged for something that you will make, like a emulator that you will create. You will be charged for that according to your users hours. Okay, so this is how Corellium works, and you know how a iOS works, but this is how Corellium works. So in the next videos, I will create an account on Corellium. I will show you how the things work, and how you can create emulators, and how you can connect them with your Bob suit, and how you can use Frida with Corellium and your Bobsuit. Okay, that's all for this video. Thank you. So hi guys, in this video we will be learning about what is Corellium and how it works and what are some functionality that only Corellium can offer us, and if you don't have any physical iPhone then what you can do. So Corellium is a website that provide you iOS, Android and IoT emulators, and basically you can just you should go into the website corellium.com. Also, I have written a nice blog about this one. You can check this out. I will share the link in the course. So, in this course, I have explained how you can set up your iOS app environment with Bobsuit and Corellium. So, what the Corellium is? Corellium provides virtualized based devices for individual account on our grain groundbreaking security research platform. Corellium iOS devices may be jailbroken or non-jailbroken and can be used for security research. So basically, it's a website that allows you to make iOS and iOS and Android emulators that can be used for the security security purposes. And this website is too named to give the access to only researchers and hobbyists and students, that it have a very strict system for the sign up and trial basis system. So if you apply for this trial or try to sign up this, you have to give your patience on time, because it will take some time to approve your application with their website just to sign up or just to create your account. So it can take some time, so have some patience. So so let's get started. There's no big requirement for this set. Sorry about that part. So in this website, you can see the virtual devices with real world accuracy, and you can check their pricing. They are like skyrocketed about that. So if you are using two cores, so mostly you can check how many cores your device is gonna cost you. So with the monthly, this they are telling about the monthly subscription. So if you learn about that such devices as iPhone 8 or X 10 require 6 cores, and the multiple devices that are lower devices need only 2 cores. So, but basically, we're just trying on the latest Android and latest iOS apps. So we have to use the latest iOS devices. So it will cost you 6 cores in basically. So if you are going with a monthly plan, that will be $295. So that's costly. If you are trying to get a second hand or used iPhone XR that is probably having all the latest update till now, then you can go with that also. That will be a physical device and that will be more stable for you over the time, that you can use anytime. Because in the blog itself and in a tweet, I have explained you how their pricing works, and if you calculate that pricing $295, that will cost, that will be like for a month. If you are testing on a iPhone 13 Pro Max that ask you for 6 cores, and it will cost you around $1.5 for 1 hour, and you use it for 30 days, like it's a 30-day plan. So you have to test 6.3 hours daily to just to make it $295. So that's a high volume. Like you can't just test for 6.5 hours daily. If you are testing that much, then you don't care about $295. You may have gotten too many bounties for that 6.5 hours daily. Okay, so there is also a users based plan that is also cost effective if you are trying to just explore the platform just like me, or trying to test the iOS system that they are providing, or you are testing some applications just for 1 day or two. Then you can have a users plan that is like $1.5 for 1 hour for a 6 core devices, because 0.25 multiplied by 6 and it will be 1.5, so $1.5 per hour, and you have to pay 0.25 cents for per day to just to keep your inactive device on storage. Okay, so that's how their users based plan, enterprise and other plans are also there. You can check out any plan that you want. So this is about the basic pricing and the basic structure of And the features they allow us are the basic main features that, like, you can just create any iOS, iOS or Android, and then users advanced permissions. There are some advanced permission. I didn't see that because I have users base. So priority support, I don't need that. Basically, they are not so much active on social media, but still they help a lot on emails. So you don't need that much. Cloud, we have that. Private cloud, no, we don't have that. They only enterprise can have that. Okay. On site, no, we don't have that on our website or on site. Kernel debugging, we can use that. Custom kernel, we can't use that. Device tree, we don't have that. Custom RAM disk, SCP support, and iBoot support. So we don't have these things in the users based plan or any individual plan, but enterprise and enterprise on site can have that. Okay. So basically, let's use it now. So if you go for the free trial, you have to put all your information there, and it will take some time them to approve your application. They sometimes reject your application on the basis like your legal name was not related to what the name is on your card or something like that. Your address doesn't match. Many things. There are too many things that they can just disapprove your application. So you have to be very patient about using their Corellium website. Okay, that it's a niche market. This website is about bunch of people who are testing iOS and they have a lot of money and they are basically doing only security thing, and they are not giving it for free. Like this is a no cheap service. They are not doing it for money. So if they are doing it, they would have just approved your application in a bit, and you have on the go system on doing this. So you have to keep this in mind that Corellium is not like basic websites. They are not like any other emulators. They are special in their quality. Okay, if they are giving some services, it's niche service. I love Corellium, and I can praise them all the day. Okay, so they are not paying me anything to say this all, but they are best in town. Okay, so and you can choose the why Corellium is better over Genymotion and other. Basically, it's on cloud, so you can use it like on the fast internet. You can have many things that you can't in Genymotion. Basically, Genymotion don't have like okay, Genymotion have root access. Mostly Genymotion have root access. No code modifications. They have something like Frida and pre-install. Yeah, you can do basically everything with Genymotion, but you don't have iOS on Genymotion. So basically, the thing what we're trying to achieve is can't be meant by the Genymotion. So we can't just compare Genymotion and Corellium. Okay. So this is how their website works, and this is their platform. Their technologies and guides are there. Okay, you can learn about many things: integration, pricing, devices, and what type of devices you can have here. You can have all the iOS, Android, 2 core, 6 core, all of these, and then you can explore some custom devices. Okay, integrate your own model and let us build them for you. IO devices are there, real. Okay, router, printer, soundbar. There are many things that you can do with this website. I still have to explore many features of this website. So stay tuned. I will explain you everything related to Corellium in a live stream that I'm going to do after some time. Okay. So this is how Corellium works. And in the next video, I will tell you how you can create devices on Corellium and how you can set up them with your Bob suite to intercept their traffic, and you can check for the vulnerabilities. So in the next video, we will going to do that. Thank you. So hi guys, in this video, I will be teaching you about how you can create devices on Corellium and how they work. So click on create device. Also, you can follow the blog. It's also teaching you about the same thing, how you can create the devices. Go into device, then select the model that you want. Can be anything, like any device that you want. There are iOS and Android, both of them, but we need iOS. So I will select latest one. So let's choose a minimum one, like only require 2 cores. Okay, let me see. Wait, this one require only 2 cores, so I will test on this one. So click on next. Then 15.5, we can use this one, 15.5, and we can set it. It can be non-jailbroken or jailbroken. Okay, so I will be using jailbroken devices because we need to test for the SSL pinning, jailbreak bypass, detection bypass, and many of these things. Okay, so click on jailbroken and select the iOS version that you want. There are many iOS versions like from 10 to 15.5. That is latest, I think. 15.6 is the latest, I think. So 15.5, choose any. 15.5 is good enough. Okay, so then select it. Name it devices like workflow v2 device 2. Okay, so you can select for the advanced options if you want. There are some advanced options like modify the kernel, device tree, and MDisk. But we generally can't do that thing. Okay, and just click on the. You can check the device. Like it will be this boot arguments. You can change this. You can change the kernel, stock kernel pages, and other thing. The boot without snapshot mount, and you can upload the custom kernel here. Trust cache, device tree, RAM disk, and device IDs. So unique IDs are there. Everything is there. Okay, so just click on create device. It will take some time to create your device, so you have to wait. So let's wait for this. I will pause the video here and then start it where the process ends. But remember this thing, you will be charged for this process too. Okay, so it's about to end and I think it will create the device soon. Also, you can see the cool Apple logo here. So you can know it's working. And Corellium is cool. If you don't have iPhone, you can just test out functionalities whenever your iPhone friend gives you an iPhone device, his device, so you can use that or start his hotspot. Okay, that's all you can do. You can take pictures. Also, you will know how to get home bar. They were tricky. iOS is not like Android. Android is too simple. It's like old generation technology, and iOS is like something that don't have a don't have buttons for everything. Okay, iOS is kind of mess. You don't want to deal with that thing every day. I hate I hate it. I don't like. Okay, so I don't care. Also, you shouldn't. So it's your choice. So your device is ready to use now, and as you can check, files, apps, and it will take some time to boot that device. So in the next video, we will try to boot that device and we'll check the functionalities and what the other functionality that they are providing us, and we will try to connect the VPN with our device and we'll try to intercept the request with Bob. So thanks a lot. So device is booting up now. Let's check it. So we have files here. You can see the files. So you can check like this is working fine. So it will take some time to boot, but the emulator is working fine. And you can check the permissions. These are fine. You have most of the permissions here. You can also modify and delete the files, any file that you want. And stability, SSH, config. It will just simply download the file. Okay. So this is how it works. Give some time to that. You can check the console here. Port forwarding is there. Console is there. Reader, settings, messages. If you're trying to message something. Okay, so our device is working fine now. Let's check why this isn't working. Any issue? Okay, we are on the home screen now. So as you can see, our device is working fine now. And try to open the CDR, or you can try to open any app. Okay, I haven't used iPhone yet. Like, I have used, but not that much. So give me some time. Okay, so this is how this iPhone works. This is like any other emulator that you have ever used, just like Genymotion or any other. But it's awesome. You can use it. You can connect it with your system with like SSH, VPN, USB, Xcode, kernel GTB, console, even Wi-Fi. So there are so many functionality that you can use with this iPhone. So in the next video, I will be connecting my device with this particular VPN, and we'll try to configure this with my Burp suite, and let's test it out. And we'll try to intercept the requests that are going to the this iPhone. Okay, thanks. Okay, so click on connect, and then you can go into connect by VPN. Download the OB VPN file. You can name it anywhere. Like I will type iPhone 7. Okay, so it's downloaded. Open this file. Open with import to OpenGUI. Click on yes. The file is successfully imported, and then you can click on iPhone 7 connect. So it will take some time and connect to your this particular VPN with Open VPN. Okay, so we are successfully connected, and the IP is 3.2, 10.11.3.2. Okay, so if I'm going to start my pop suit now. Okay, so just go into the options, click on add, and you have it here. So we are going to all interface or bind. I can just put any IP address like 8088 and click on it. Also, I will click on this one, support invisible proxy if needed, and click on OK. I will shut this on. Click on intercept. I will keep that on intercept and go to settings, then Wi-Fi. On the Wi-Fi, click on Corellium, configure proxy, manual, and the server is the IP that we are working on, 10.11.3.2, and the port is 8088, and click on save as we are doing in any other emulator. So then try to visit any website like apple.com, and let's check our interceptor if we have something here. Okay, wait. I have done something wrong. Okay, now let's try. So we have successfully intercepted the request from the iPhone. That you can see our user agent is product name, current project version, network darwin 00 this thing. And the website is apple.com, and the proxy is set on their IP. So we have successfully intercepted the request from that, and now we will try to install the CA certificate in the next video. We'll try to install SSL unpinning utilities with CDR, and we'll try FRIDA and objections with for SSL unpinning. And also we will try to install some apps on this one that allow SSL unpinning bypass. Also, there is an option for the network monitor tab that you can click on start monitoring, and when you will start on this one, they will actually give you the same results. Okay, but you have to intercept that off. Okay, they are working. Why this isn't showing me anything? I don't know why, but okay, let's click on this one. They're not showing me anything, but sometime it shows. I don't know why. I will check this feature in the next videos. So this is how you can try to set up your proxy with Corellium. So that's all for this video. Thank you. So in this video, I will be going into Safari. We'll try to download the Burp CA certificate and then install it in this iOS device, iPhone 7. Okay. So go into the Burp suite, typical HTTP Burp suite translation available. For HTTP is not, it's HTTP. We don't want to translate anything. Everyone make mistakes, so don't worry about the mistakes. Just keep focusing on your results. Okay, if your result is good, then that's a good enough. HTTP Bobsuit. Surely it will open Bobsuit website. Of course, we are working on this one. Why they are not showing anything? Okay, let's change something. 10.11.3.2 and keep it 8088. Okay, so it's working now. That wasn't working. Click on CA certificate. That's so little, but hope you can understand my situation because I can't do anything. I will allow the profile as it is downloaded, and if you will go to profile, it will be showing you here, and if you will click on install, it will pop you for this one, and click on install, and here you go, you have successfully installed Bobsuit CA certificate on the iOS devices. So now you can go freely everywhere. Let's try to intercept the traffic once again. We'll go to intercept and click on intercept. Okay, here we have. So we have, and this time you can see it's showing iOS level 15.5, Max OS, Apple WebKit, everything, and it's working fine. So that's how the things work in iOS, but some app won't work because we haven't done SSL unpinning. So they can show you some errors. So don't worry about that. In the next app, in the next videos, we will try to SSL bypass apps that we have on this, and also we will try to extract the IPs from this emulator, and we'll try to decrypt them and try to bypass the jailbreak detection bypass, or SSL unpinning, or static code analysis, and many other things that we can do. So that's how you can set up your Corellium with your Bob suit, and you can intercept the basic request with the Bob suit. So that's how thing works, and this is how Corellium works. So that's all for this today. Thank you. So in previous course, you may have watched me explaining what is Genymotion and how Genymotion works and how you can set up Genymotion with BobSuit. So I will do the similar in this course also. I will explain you the same things, and also I will some people I have seen on social media, like on mostly on Twitter, that many people have complained about their Genymotion is hanging issues, and also they create these AVDs, Android virtual devices, and they don't like boot. Sometime I also got the same issues, but then I try to resolve them, and mostly I got a solution. So now I have created the same Google Pixel 2 AVD, and I will explain the same thing. Also, I will add one more thing, like Android Studio. So if you can't set up the Genymotion in your system, you are facing some problem, you can use the same technique with the Android Studio also. Okay, so I will explain the both thing, Genymotion and Android Studio. I will explain the both the things, like how you can set up your Bob suit with Genymotion, and how you can do the same with Android Studio. And also I will explain some other things in not that related to Android and Bob suit, but still related to Android pen testing, like JADX and static code analysis, and how Brida, that is a plugin used in the Bob suit, so how you can use these things. So in the previous one, I have explained you about the expose. I have explained you SSL unpinning with the help of exposed framework. Now in this one, I will explain you the same SSL unpinning, but with Frida and Frida scripts, and I will also explain you what is the difference between doing the same thing with two different frameworks, like if you are using Frida and if you are using exposed, or doing or using other thing, what will be the difference between your application and how the application will works. So that will be also explained in this section. So stay tuned. Thank you. Genymotion is too easy to install. You can just download the file, install it, and log in with any temporary email address, and it will, and then you can log in into it, and then you have to click on add virtual device. Then you can search for the Android API level, like mostly if you want Android 8, Android 7, that's enough. I want Android 8 this time. I think I have Android 8 already installed, so I can, Android 8 is stable nowadays, so I mostly prefer Android 8. So I'll use this one because this matches to my resolution, PC resolution, and so that's why I choose this one, and I click to next. I name it Bobsuit V2, the course name, and the display will be predefined. I am not going to change anything. The processor will be 4, memory size will be 4 GB RAM, and show navigation, and the default network mode will be the NAT. Okay, and just install it. Also, you can change this to a bridge. I will explain you why you can change this to bridge or NAT. Okay, this time just let it keep to NAT, and then click on install. Okay, let me show you the properties for this one. I've already set up you edit. If you can go into this, I have set up this on bridge one, because what is the difference between bridge and NAT? So you can just add it. You can go there, edit it. Okay, that's not a big problem. But when you set up a virtual device in the NAT form, network system, then you don't have any control over, you can't just connect with that system, you can't ping that system. That system will be separated from your network list. Like your communication to that network is bounded. You can't communicate to that device, that virtual machine, with your local machine. But when you use bridge, you can communicate between both of these. Like you can communicate from local host to VM and VM to local machine. So that's how the bridge and this work. So mostly this is a virtual device that is working on VirtualBox, because the Genymotion backend is VirtualBox. So this will work on VirtualBox. So if I want to use this and connect it with my Bob suite that is working on my local machine, Windows, so then I have to use the bridge. Okay, you can choose any while making these. You can add it after that. Don't worry about. I will share the list of the settings that I have used. Okay, don't worry about that. Many people are having issues because of that, because they are using wrong settings and they are not properly configuring the AVDs. Okay, thank you. When you created a pixel device or any type of AVD that you want to create, then just start, click on start. It will take some time. On the first boot, it will set up your Android. So it can take some time. Let's wait for it. In meanwhile, you can search for the solutions that you can use if you are not using Genymotion or Nox Player, or I can tell you some of the solutions that I know. Let me open the Notepad. Notepad. I don't know why Notepad is not opening. Okay. Some of the solutions are like Nox Player. You can use the Nox Player. You can use direct virtual machines for the Android virtual machine from OS boxes. I think OS boxes is a website that provide you these things, and then you can try an Android Studio that I'm gonna explain you in this video. I will try to explain the Nox Player also. Try to set up that, but I think that's a ad. There are too many ads on that player. Okay. Also, that is for gaming, so there are bloatwares are already installed in that one, and that can cause some background cluster that will be going to have. Okay, then there are other. I don't think there can be. I have not used that still till now, but there were rumors around, like people can directly use the apps in Windows 11, that Windows 11 will able to have Android or player auto built. It will be like a framework type of thing that will be built. Okay, it's a WSL thing. Okay, it will be a WSL. I think WSL for Android. This type of thing that will reinstall in the Windows 11. Okay, that you can use. You can directly play any Android app on Windows 11, and then you can configure. We'll try to find out the solution for these things. Okay, but we'll try after creating all of the content that I'm supposed to create first. Okay, so in the time, you can see our Android Studio, uh, Genymotion AVD have been working fine. Now just click on the open G apps, and click on accept. It will try to download the G apps, checking for the integrity, and let's see. It will try to install the Play Store and some basic Google apps. Okay, let's see what happens. It will take some time. I think. For the first boot, it takes. Also, my internet is not that fast today, so it can take some time. Has been successfully. You can just restart now. It will. Okay, I don't need it. I think. Okay, it's automatically booting now. So no need to click on that. It's restarting, and this time we will have Play Store installed. Also, I will tell you a solution how you can uh, move these pre if you have configured something in this PC, and how you can shift that to another machine, like you are changing your Windows version or changing Windows to Linux. How you can change how you can shift these pre-configured Android machines. Okay, now we have Play Store. Previously, we didn't have Play Store here. Now we have this, and we can just log into Play Store and use the Play Store functionalities. Play Store APIs have been working fine in this one. So Play Protect is working now. Okay, I think internet is also working fine. Let's search something. You can search Hello. There's a nice song on Hello by Adele, and I love it. So it's working fine. In the next videos, we will try to configure this virtual device with Bobsuit, and then we will install the Android Studio. I will do the same thing with the Android Studio. Thank you.